Hey, welcome back to Salem, Cellar. So in honor of Shark Week, I watched a shark film that I've never seen before. It was actually released in 2022 and it's called Shark Bait. Now this is a Tubi original film currently streaming on Tubi and I want to talk to you guys about it. I'll be right back. So Shark Bait is a Tubi original film. It was released May 13th, 2022. It was written by Nick Soltrice and it was directed by James Nunn, not James Gunn. It took me a second. When I first saw it, I'm like, this is a James Gunn film? And then I'm like, okay, it's James Nunn. So what this film is about: a group of friends enjoying a weekend steal a couple of jet skis, racing them out to sea, ending up having a horrific head-on collision. They struggle to find a way home with a badly injured friend while from the waters below, predators lurk. This movie is TVMA and it's a horror thriller. Now, I am a big shark movie fan. I love shark movies, bad and good. Most shark movies are kind of bad. So this one was very predictable. It was the stereotypical, graduating from college on spring break group of friends. I'm going to try to throw out as little spoilers as possible, but it's kind of hard not to kind of like give out spoilers when I'm talking about the movie overall. So there's a group of friends on spring break. This movie is starring Holly Earl, by the way. She plays Nat. She's there with her boyfriend, her best friend, and two of her guy friends. So it starts off, they're partying at the beach, hanging out, and then Nat runs into this gentleman that has no legs. Now he's speaking Spanish, but you can kind of tell what he's saying. He's saying, don't go into the water, beware. My legs were bitten off by a great white shark. Just be careful. So the next day, two of the guy friends have this brilliant idea of stealing jet skis. Do you really want to commit a crime in Mexico? Do you really want to go to a Mexican jail? I don't think that was too smart to even begin with, but okay. So they all steal the two jet skis, they pile up on them, and they go off into the middle of the ocean, which was another really bad idea. You don't know how much gas is in these jet skis. You don't know how long you're going to be able to ride them. So let's just take them out in the middle of nowhere. Genius. Of course, they start playing chicken. This movie is filled with so many things that you do not want to do. It's the guide of what not to do on spring break. You're playing chicken with jet skis. Okay. So obviously that goes bad. They collide. And one friend gets really hurt. It's bloody. It's messy. Pretty much the bone is sticking out of the leg. It's disgusting. So okay, we got to go back. Our friend's hurt. Our other friend was just almost passed out in the water. Yeah. So the shocker, the jet skis don't start. They don't start. So they're stranded in the middle of the ocean. And what I left out before is one person brought their cell phones, but the rest of them left their shoes and their cell phones and everything on the pier, which then the water came and rushed everything out to sea. So nobody knows they're there, right? Pretty smart, right? No, not smart at all. So yeah, very predictable though. I knew what was going to happen, when it was going to happen. This synopsis of the film pretty much tells you that they take the jet skis out and they get stranded and then there's going to be sharks. It's a shark movie. It's a no-brainer there. But some of the effects with the shark was just very sci-fi channel-y. It was a little cheesy, but it was also kind of fun at the same time. Again, I really enjoy shark movies overall. But this is more on the end of more of a boring shark movie. There wasn't as much blood as I would like to see. I kind of predicted who was going to survive at the end. So yeah, predictability, it was pretty high. The shark does attack. You do see the wound from the shark's attacks, which was cool, but I kind of wanted something more. It reminded me a lot of Open Water. Now, Open Water was a good movie, but it's kind of a boring movie, you know, like the couple's just stranded in the middle of the ocean, and you're just kind of waiting for them to die. And that's how I felt with this movie. I was just waiting for these dumb idiots to die. Like, that's dumb. Everything they did the entire movie was dumb. The ending was just blah. It's an ending I expected. I just literally, like, the whole time, like, okay, this is gonna happen, and then it happens. This is gonna happen, you know, and then it happens, which kind of sucks. But I didn't hate it. I know it probably sounds like I hated this movie, but I didn't hate it. There wasn't really any cheesiness. So it's not like a cheesy shark movie where you're like laughing at the characters. It was serious. It was a serious film, but I just felt like I needed something else to get thrown in, maybe something to happen where I really didn't expect it to happen. But overall, out of a 10, I would give this movie a 6. Will I watch it again? Probably not. And if I do, it would be like not in the near future. You know, maybe next year around this time, I would give it another rewatch around Shark Week. But I was just kind of like a little bored, honestly, a little bored. Did I like the characters? No, they really reminded me of characters that I've seen so many times on other films. The main star, Holly Earl, Nat, you know, I did like her. She reminded me a little bit of Jennifer Love Hewitt back in the day. And then of course there was like that one friend that was like a little slutty and annoying, you know, a DB boyfriend and 2 idiot guy friends. You know, it was just very stereotypical, you know, the characters in the movie. So there's also a couple of goofs throughout this film. Natalie's character is supposed to be from Kansas. When she's telling somebody to turn on the flashlight to the phone, she calls it a torch. Now, people from the US don't call flashlights torches. So that was a little goof throughout the movie. I'm sure there's plenty of other ones that you could find. So if you are looking for something to watch this week, if you want a serious shark movie, not cheesy, not super like, you know, like you don't want like a comedy type of shark movie, I would give this a watch. It's not that long. It's about an hour and a half long. And there is, you know, some gore and things like that, but overall, it wasn't my favorite shark film I've ever seen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of Shark Bait. If you've seen this movie before, make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. Give it a try this week. It's Shark Week. Why not, right? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will be right back.